as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And it's third and short.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time. 8-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Kaepernick. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now a loose football. The ball comes out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Mayfield's back.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick flushed out right. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
3-yard line.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He'll want it. Mark check 33.
Kaepernick going to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's going to air one out. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
10-yard gain, but it's fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed. Monday.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled it.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense.
Here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
91.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He was brought down by Anthony.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Monday. Check back 33. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this.
Now Kaepernick again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught.
Mayfield.
A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rico Gafford, 84 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mayfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. David Njoku. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Browns 14. Steelers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Kaepernick now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And this one complete to Gafford. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
44-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that takes us from second to third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line bearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Mayfield looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He finds Beckham complete.
That's all you got?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 13.
Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw, Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Match for 2. Let's set a time, fellas. Let's set a time. He's coming to you. He's coming to you.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw. That's caught at the 1. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the slide.
Here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Steelers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in